Self. Mike Rogers was on hand, and Mike, it sounds like Vince had one special guest everybody was waiting to see, including you.
I hope you've been following the game of golf for years.
Right.
And there's one name that stands out amongst everybody else.
One
correct?
at the top.
One at the top. It took 19 years for Jack Nicklaus to make an appearance at the Vinny. His good friend Vince Gill calls the tournament Jack's most recent major. And it was an invitational Nicklaus couldn't refuse. It's not every day you see a golfing legend teeing off in your neck of the woods.
Oh, that's a beauty.
The great Jack Nicklaus was the star amongst the stars at this year's Vinny. The Pro Celebrity Junior Golf Invitational has been around for almost 2 decades. But this year's event has brought an even bigger smile to the face of its founder.
Now 19 years in, and over the years, I've found good fortune to have a relationship with him. And at that point, I asked him to come, and he said yes, so couldn't be happier. Your most recent major, the Vinny, we present you with this, with all of your majors that you won.
Mentioned coming up and get the dates, and the dates works. I say, okay, we'll come.
That's wonderful.
Just that simple.
It's a big deal for this tournament. He does not do much of this stuff, and says a lot about Vince, really.
And it also says a lot about the cause. Every year, the Vinny benefits the junior golf programs in Tennessee. It helps young golfers like 16-year-old Austin Jackson take their game and more to the next level.
It's exciting, and I get to prove myself in front of him. I get to impress him, so it's a good opportunity.
It's a great game for kids because they grow up and they grow up with adults, at a club, and you learn how to live with adults. You learn how to grow up in society, and you learn a lot of lessons of life. I think that's what the first tee is all about. And that's the important thing, why we're so involved with the first tee. You take these kids that come from all walks of life, and come up with some pretty darn good citizens out of it.
But no matter where Jack goes these days, he is always asked about golf's most intriguing citizen. This time around, it was about Tiger's recent injury problems.
Obviously, nobody wants their records to be broken, but I don't want it not to be broken because you can't have the ability to play. And so I hope you get healthy and come back and play, and we'll see what happens.
While Tiger's reputation and legacy are a work in progress, this legendary golfer is still the man everyone wants to grow up to be.
Sign my hat from the president.
You're just in awe of what he accomplished. And what a great family man he is, and just everything about him, exudes what you want to emulate and be like, and all those things. He's arguably the best ever.
He certainly is, and he is a class act all the way. Now, we talked about Tiger Woods in that feature. If you're keeping track, Tiger needs to win 5 majors to break Nicklaus's record. To give you an idea of how hard that will be, besides Tiger, only one active player even has 4 majors, and that would be Phil Mickelson. And hope not that I was rooting for Tiger before all this, but after meeting Jack this morning, I'm definitely rooting against Tiger even more.
Well, as the man said, Tiger, get well, and we'll see what happens.
See what happens. I hope he doesn't do it. He doesn't deserve it.
There you go. We've got much more coming up now when we return.